This lesson is going to teach you about molar mass. Let's first talk about some different masses that we can see in chemistry. The first is mass number. The mass number is the total mass of protons and neutrons for a single atom. On your periodic table, let's say carbon, you'll see two numbers, the number 6 and the number 12. The number on top, that's the number of protons. The number on bottom, however, is the mass number, and that's the number of protons and neutrons added together. Carbon has 6 protons and 6 neutrons for a total of 12. So that's the mass number. The next you can have is the molar mass of an element. The mass number is in a unit called AMU, atomic mass units, because it's for a singular atom, very, very tiny. If you have a molar mass of an element, that is the same number as the mass number, except for the unit is in grams. So the molar mass of carbon is 12 grams. Lastly, you can have the molar mass of molecules. If you have multiple elements together in a molecule or a compound, you can add their individual molar masses together to get the total molar mass of the molecule. So let's look here, and we will do that together. First, we have potassium oxide. Potassium has a molar mass of 39. Please round your numbers up or down to the nearest whole number. Your molar masses should be whole numbers. We're going to use 39. The other element we need for this is oxygen. The molar mass is 16. Potassium is 39 grams. Label your units. Oxygen, 16 grams. If you added this together right now, that would be an incorrect answer. That is because we must account for how many atoms are in the molecule. In this molecule, we've got 2 potassiums and 1 oxygen. That means you have to add them together, like this, all of them. This is the molar mass. Multiply that by 2. The molar mass for this salt is 94 grams. And this is potassium oxide. I'm going to skip B and I'm going to show you C because this is complex. The best thing to do first is to draw it out. So let's draw it. If we look at the drawing here, you can see that I actually have 3 strontiums and 2 phosphates. But in my phosphates, I've got 2 phosphorus and my total amount of oxygen is 8. So I have to make sure I account for every atom in the salt. So we look at our periodic table and we see strontium. We're going to round that up to 88. Phosphorus is 31, and we know oxygen is 16. So we do our subset of math here. If we add them all together, we get 454 grams. This is strontium phosphate. All right, try and see what you can do on your own. When you get to number 2, you need to consider, when you get to number 2, read the instructions and do that. And then part 2 is proportional reasoning with a recipe. This is a cookie recipe, and I'm hoping you can do some proportional reasoning here. Proportional reasoning is where you set a proportion equal to each other to solve for a missing variable x. And then you'll do a little bit of practice with proportions and molar masses. 2 molar masses would be nickel chloride twice. So you'll need to calculate the molar mass of 1 nickel chloride so you can calculate the molar mass of 2 of them, so on and so forth. All right, good luck.